originally Troop 64 was a Japanese-American Boy Scout troop, and therefore when they organized the drum and bugle, the flags were crossed flags, one American, United States, and one Japan with a meatball. Now we go a little bit fast forward, we get thrown into Santa Anita, and there's war going on. My dad said, we can't have that meatball. And so he had the art department erase out the meatball and draw in the American flag. So if you really look close, you could see a round outline where the Japan flag used to be.
The Common Ground exhibit of the Japanese American National Museum is made up of hundreds of historical objects that chronicle the stories of Americans of Japanese descent. The care and preservation of these artifacts has been entrusted to the collections department of the museum. But on occasion, museum practices require an artifact to be removed for conservation, as was the case with the Troop 64 drum, now 90 years old with a 7.5-inch tear in the drumhead. Over 2 days in July, conservators Irina Kalinescu and Stephanie Cavazos began the process of cleaning and stabilizing the drumhead. To begin, the drum needed to be disassembled. The first step was to unscrew the drum claw hooks, allowing for the tension rods to be released, and the drum hoop to be lifted off. And finally, the drumhead was carefully removed from the shell. The surface of the drum was then cleaned to reduce accumulated dust and grime, using a dry brush and a HEPA vacuum, followed by a soot sponge. The metal elements were degreased with ethyl alcohol swabs, and iron corrosion on the threaded tension rods were reduced mechanically with synthetic steel wool, then ethyl alcohol. The tear, or the split, was mended from the reverse by lining the area with narrow strips of gold beater skin, or a thin membrane made from steer's intestine. The remaining gap visible from the front of the repaired area was filled in with additional gold beater skin that had been pre-toned with conservation colors. Finally, the drum components were reassembled in their original configuration.